Hello students. So in this video we're going to see the continued part of our environment lesson. So today we're going to discuss our two topics. One is biomagnification and other one is environmental issue. First we study what is biomagnification. Biomagnification is nothing but biological magnification is the process of accumulation of certain chemicals in living organism to a concentration higher than that acquiring in inorganic non-living environment. So this is biomagnification. So let us discuss what is biomagnification in brief. Biomagnification or biological magnification. So harmful chemicals like insecticide and pesticide which are used to protect crop from insect and pest are absorbed by plant and enter the food chain. Since these chemicals are non-biodegradable, so they get accumulated at every trophic level and their concentration increases. Since human beings occupy the highest trophic level, the concentration of these harmful chemicals is maximum in our bodies. The increase in concentration of harmful chemical in the bodies of organisms at higher trophic level is called biological magnification. So, what is biological magnification? So, these are the chemicals like insecticides and pesticides. Insecticide which is used to kill insects and pesticide which is used to kill So in this example you can see the biological magnification, the increase in concentration of harmful chemical substance like pesticides in the body of living organism at each trophic level. So here you can see from the low level to the high level. So for example, grass, we spray 10 ppm DDT and the deer which is consumed the grass will get 200 ppm DDT. And deer which is consumed by lion, so it is 5000 ppm DDT. So there will be the increase in concentration. So the maximum concentration of such chemicals get accumulated in human bodies. So this is called biological magnification. Next we move on to environmental problems. Changes in the environment affect us and our activities change the environment around us. So this led to the slow degradation of environment that across many environmental problems. For example, depletion of ozone layer and waste disposal. So first we see about what is the depletion of ozone layer in atmosphere. Ozone molecules contain 3 oxygen atoms, that is O plus O plus O, it gives O3. At higher levels in the atmosphere, the UV radiation splits some oxygen molecules, that is O2, into free oxygen atoms which combines with oxygen molecules, that is O2, to form ozone. I repeat, at higher levels in the atmosphere, so due to this UV radiation splits oxygen molecule, that is O2 as O plus O. So this considered to be the free molecule, that is free molecules of oxygens, O. When the oxygen which is combined with the free molecule, that is O2 plus O, it forms ozone. It is highly poisonous. The ozone layer present in the higher level layer of the atmosphere protects the earth from the harmful UV radiation from the sun. The UV radiation causes skin cancer in human. So ozone is a layer like protecting our earth. So ozone layer is being damaged by the use of chemicals like chlorofluorocarbon. So this is highly used in refrigerator and fire extinguishers. So the use of CFC is now being reduced to protect the ozone layer. So as we discussed before, ozone layer is largely found in the stratosphere, which is a part of our atmosphere from 12 km to 50 km above sea levels. So this region is called ozonosphere. Ozone is a deadly poisonous at the ground level. Ozone is formed as a result of the following photochemical reaction, that is O, it gives O plus O by splitting of the molecular oxygen by the UV rays. And this oxygen which bind up with the free molecule of oxygen, that it gives the result product will be O3, that is ozone. Managing the garbage we produce. First, what is garbage? The household waste are considered to be garbage. Some of the garbage is biodegradable and some are non-biodegradable. So the garbage causes pollution of air, water and soil. So it should be disposed properly. Some of the methods of garbage disposals are landfills, recycling, production of biogas and manure, preparation of compost, incineration, sewage treatment. So, what are the two measures to manage the garbage we produce? Garbage produced every day can be managed by using few techniques to control waste. That is the solution 3R: reduce, reuse, recycle. First we discuss about landfill. In this process, the waste that cannot be reused or recycled or separated out and spread as a thin layer in low-lying areas across the city. A layer of soil is added after each layer of garbage. However, once this process is complete, the area is declared unfit for construction of building for the next 20 years. Instead, it can only be used as a playground or a park. So these are about landfill. So next we move on to production of biogas and manure. Biogas generation waste are biodegradable waste such as food items, animal waste or organic industrial waste from food package industries are sent to biodegradation plant. In biodegradation plants, they are converted into biogas by degradation with the help of bacteria, fungi or other microbes. So here the organic matter serves as food for the microorganisms. The degradation can happen aerobically or anaerobically, that is with oxygen or without oxygen conditions. Biogas is generated as a result of this process, which is used as fuel, and the residue is used as manure. So these are about production of biogas and manure. So next we move on to incinerator. Incineration is the process of controlled combustion of garbage to reduce it to incombustible matter such as ash and waste gas. The exhaust gases from this process may be toxic. Hence, it is treated before being released into the environment. This process reduces the volume of waste by 90% and is considered as one of the most hygienic method of waste disposal. In some cases, the heat generated is used to produce electricity. However, some consider this process is not quite environmentally friendly due to the generation of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide.